lot of these are being sold. Here's one that's not. This is the 2013 Scion FRS, also known as the Toyota Hachiroku in Japan. There we go. Let me bring it out. This is surely a nice car, brought to you in part by the people of Toyota. And this one has the history of every single nice Toyota that was ever made. Of course, it's got a boxer engine. That was taken from the 1965 Toyota Sports 800. It shares the exact same C-pillar with the 1968 Toyota 2000 GT. And it has the exact same layout of front engine rear wheel drive, being light and underpowered, just like my Toyota AE86. They finally resurrected fun with this car. So I take back my original thing from one of my previous videos. Did Toyota kill fun? Hell no. It was just laying dormant. Akikyo Toyota did a really good job building this car and designing it. Along with all the other Scions, this one is better than all of them, because this one's rear-wheel drive. With one option that Scion was kind enough to do was that they left on the original 8.6 badges that are with the Japanese car. So if you wish, you can just change out the Scion badges and replace it back to its original Toyota 8.6 self. Yeah, it also shares the lineage of my 8.6. It doesn't share the exact same chassis code, but it does have the name. 8.6 in Japanese means Hachiroku. The nickname of my Corolla is the AE Hachiroku. So, when I mean light, it weighs about mid 2,000 pounds. It's a little bit heavier than my Hachiroku, but of course it has a lot more technology in it, which we will get to soon. Power, we're looking at 200 horsepower. It's perfect for a car that weighs mid 2,000 pounds. Be able to flick the rear end and do some drifting, because of course, you know, in the commercials they do a lot of drifting. So now we're going to go inside. The suspense is killing me to sit inside this. Ugh, nicely bolstered. As you can see, it shares the exact same pedal pads as an IS300. We'll be getting to that one soon. Oh, don't say that. Cut that. If you look, the pedal pads share the exact same pads as my IS300. This is, of course, the automatic version. I don't really care at this point. These cars are being sold so fast that I'll take anything at this point. So, what we got here, we have traction control off. We have a sport mode, a snow mode, and VSC off, a sport mode. Here we go. We have the typical layout. Now, those of us who play Gran Turismo 5, we can see that it shares the exact same cluster. So they did a good job at PD. So now, okay. See if I can fit it in there. There we go. It redlines at 7,500 RPMs. I'm pretty sure that if you turn off EVTI, it could probably go higher. I'm not recommending that at this juncture because I haven't yet bought one of these cars. The speedo goes to 160. It might go that high. Don't quote me. Of course, we got the fuel and we got the temperature gauges. Now, we're not getting to engine just yet. We're not going to start it just yet until we go over everything else. Of course, with being typical Scion, we have Pioneer, which is a really good company. I use Pioneer in all my stuff, so the sound quality is quite good. Very simple layout. They decided not to turn this thing into a luxury-based car. You can get leather, but yeah. Just, if you want to turn it on, you just turn it on, turn that, you press that, and turn it on, you know. There's this, you turn it off, turn the fan on, and just adjust whatever. Automatic modes is the same. Now here's where we get to technology. Paddle shifters. Yeah, I'll take a clutch any day, but I have to admit, the ability of just putting your hands on this steering wheel and never taking your hands off is such a safety feature that I like. Now, I mentioned before the 1965 Toyota Sports 800, which was powered by a 2-cylinder Boxer engine. Well, Toyota decided, since they did own part of Subaru, to take a Boxer engine from Subaru and completely change it. It has regular fuel injection and direct fuel injection, so it has 200 horsepower. Not bad for 4 cylinders. And this is naturally aspirated. Toyota didn't want turbos put on this engine. Of course, they do make turbo kits. Electric throttle, half sensor, basically a mix of Subaru and Toyota, but it guarantees that it is Toyota. And here's something that I really like. The location of the oil filter. It's right here. That is a very interesting and really cool place to put it. Now, those of you who own the Subaru edition, I'm betting on you'll probably do unequal length headers just to make it have that Subaru sound. I've been to TRD Japan, and they do have a lot of parts. Don't forget, the Toyota Japanese version, they do make a bare race edition, which gets rid of all the bare essentials. There's no radio, there's no air conditioning, there's no aluminum wheels. It's just a bargain-based car that you just buy and change what you want, and you put what you want on, and then you go racing. Now, here comes the moment of truth. 84 Hachi is about to start the 2013 Scion FRS. Not bad for a sound. Since the engine is cold, I'm going to let it warm up before I give it a rev. So I just walk around and hear what it sounds like on the engine and the exhaust system. It's probably not true dual because it probably goes through a catalytic converter. You know, it's funny, when I started it, it had the exact same Nippon Denso sound as my A86 and my Lexus IS300. Well, the engine has warmed up, so we should be able to give it a small rev. Very nice. If I put it in sport mode, it should get a little bit better. Oh yeah, that's better. That's better. Yeah. You can see when it says sport. And we also have a mile per gallon, a mile per hour gauge right there. It's digital, of course. Passenger room. Now please, I'm a big guy. It's the truth. And with me completely right in here and me shutting the door, I'm actually pretty comfortable in this car. My back is a little bit wider for the bolsters on the side, but overall it's very comfortable. And my head does not hit the roof yet. I'm pretty sure I can lower it a little bit, but I can put a nice good, probably 2-hand length on my head till it hits. Let's talk about backspace. This is the same old adage like my A86. They decided to make it so it can comfortably seat 4, but you know, the truth is, it will comfortably seat 2 and maybe a small child in the back. And that's a 30-year difference. Let's put it to, yeah. AC is blowing cold. Of course, my car doesn't have AC. Of course, we have the ergonomic controls and stuff. I'm not going to put on the Pioneer thing because there's a really good chance YouTube would give me hell for it. So maybe I can just turn it on for like a couple seconds. Let's see. I think I just turned it off. There's a speaker right there. There's a speaker and tweeter. So we got a speaker here and a tweeter. The Pioneer. And then we got two speakers in the doors. And then we have two tweeters behind. Look at that. This thing is loaded with speakers. This is real leather, by the way. It may not look it, may not feel like it, but according to the Toyota press kit, this is real leather. So we have my favorite thing though right now is there is no ashtray. Of one thing I would never do in this car is ashtray. So no sunroof either, just like my 8.6. I love my. It's like perfect. So if we turn off the, there we go. Give it, turn this off. How am I looking? The engine's a little bit warmer. So nice and throaty. Key ergonomics. Self-explanatory, really. You got your panic button, you got your door unlock, you got trunk.